Who's Pena? UFC fight number 4 now, I believe. Five, yeah. So I mean, how comfortable are you feeling now at this point? Just with the fight week routine and just being here on the stage.
It's just another day in the office at this point. Don't get me wrong. I still love and enjoy all the fight week rituals except for signing those posters. But for the most part, it's just another day in the office. I'm actually starting to get to the point now, though, where I have a lot of fun doing this, and I'm having a lot of fun with all the fight week stuff and all of the interviews and everything. I just go out there and be myself and try to make some fun of it. Because I feel like if you're sitting here in these chairs, answering these questions, and you don't want to be there, like you're just torturing yourself, really.
How much more relaxed does it allow you to be not doing that cut to 145 and being in this division?
Man, it's very relaxed because I can, not necessarily, it's not like, oh, I can't be myself when I'm cutting to 45, but it's like I can be as lively as I want to be. I don't have that monkey on my back draining me. Just that weight cut is terrible sometimes. But at 55, I'm lively. I'm the same guy in camp that I am here, so it's like, for me, I think it's just better all around between my personality and like my ability to really get lively in these interviews, and just my ability to perform as I'm training throughout the week as well.
Mm-hmm. And this fight's only a few weeks after when Khabib fought. Did your training camps have any overlap at?
Yeah, no, we trained a lot together. I did a lot of sparring with Khabib and Islam Makhachev before they left out. It was really fun. Those are two of my favorite sparring partners. All the Russians, they're just amazing athletes, people, and amazing training partners.
Yeah. When you're sparring, is that striking sparring or grappling sparring or so?
MMA, so we do everything. Yeah. So, and that's the cool thing about it too, is like I really get to gauge myself against two of what I consider two of the best guys at 55 and one of the best of all time at 55. So it's like I constantly, when I'm going with them, I'm constantly like seeing where I stand in that order, that pecking order.
Yeah. How does that just help with your confidence? I imagine it must do a lot.
Oh, without a doubt. It's like I know going into this fight, this guy hasn't trained with the guys that I have, especially like the level of guys that I have. It's like I'm doing well enough with Khabib. It's like, no, I have the confidence to go in there and just lay it all out on the line. Especially like I go in there, I spar, and in my opinion, Islam Makhachev is my hardest sparring partner, and like just the rounds with him just tell me like, all right, you're ready for anything.
And you hear so much about these guys. One thing happens in the gym, but then in the fight they're able either overperform in the fight or underperform in the fights and everything. Your last fight, you obviously beat. I know Matt was away for a long time, but he's a guy who'd been in the game for a long time. To be able to go out there and fight how you did, execute how you did, how does that just change your own mentality on your career when you can do that against someone who's been in the sport so much longer than you?
It's not necessarily something that's changed my mentality. I mean, I always knew I was capable of those things, and I don't really look at fights or fighters, my opponents, like, oh man, this fight or this guy is gonna solidify me. But that is, I can't lie, I do feel as though for me personally, beating Matt the way I did kind of solidified me. Like, all right, yeah, you belong here. There's no questions about it. But at the same time, I was also very just confident. I knew going in, like, I'm sorry, man, you're not gonna sit on the couch for 5 years. And I'm not saying he sat on the couch for 5 years. I'm just in my own mind. But like, you're not coming off a 5-year layoff and beating me. I literally had somewhere around 40-something fights between the time that he had his last fight and the time we fought. So it's like I fought way too much, and I put in way too much work for you to be able to think you're gonna come do that.
Yeah, and there's an evolution to the sport too, right? Like you can be training and stuff, but you need to actually be in there and keeping up with new techniques and all those kind of things.
Exactly.
Yeah. For sure. And coming off a win like that, I mean, obviously he's not like a ranked guy, but he's a well-known guy. Did you expect a different kind of a fight, or was this fight against Matt Parole something that made sense to you?
No, this is something that I was looking for, and something that did make a lot of sense to me. This is actually a fight that I asked for, was Matt Frivola. Me and my management were looking to negotiate for a new contract, and we said if we can get the new contract for more money, I either want Joe Duffy or Mark Jacasey, and if not, and we negotiate after, I want Frivola. They gave me Frivola, so.
So you didn't get a new deal done?
No, we're going to negotiate after this fight for the new deal, and hopefully, take a step up in competition.
Interesting. So is this the last one on the deal, or is there one more after this?
There's technically one more after this.
Interesting. So was that frustrating to you that you kind of didn't get what you wanted ideally, or is that just something now you perform in this fight and then?
No. I mean, yeah, of course you want to get in there, you want to fight for more money, you want to fight bigger names, but at the same time, I'm not one of these guys that feels I need to rush into the title. Now, I'm not taking anything away from a guy like Adesanya, who essentially, I think in a year and a half or something like that, 2 years, made it to the belt. We're two different people, and my hat's off to Izzy. I'm actually a huge fan, and I think what he's done is amazing. But that's just not me. I want the time to grow and to truly know that I'm world class and ready for that title when I get there. Because I've said this before, man, a lot of people don't think about it, they don't realize, but I came into the UFC at 4-0, so it's like I might have 7 fights in the UFC, but this is only my 9th professional fight overall. So it's like, just give me time, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, where's the balance of that? Because obviously your teammate is the champion too, right? So that, I'm sure, complicates things a little bit. But like you were saying earlier in the interview, where you stand when you're in the room. So how do you kind of know when the time is right there? When you're training with the champion, you know where you can hang with them, but also you don't want to rush into the top of that division.
I mean, at the end of the day, when you're going with a guy like Khabib, there's still a lot of things a lot of problems he presents that I got to sew up. His wrestling game is it's unstoppable. I think, by the time I'm in the title picture, Khabib's probably going to be on his way out or already retired. Yeah. So it's not really something I think about, us having to worry about that. Because then at the same time, there's Islam's in the same picture as well. I think, I really think by the time, the belt's getting talked about, Khabib will be on his way out. Islam will probably be up there. And I'll probably be still fighting in the top 15 and top 10. So we'll come to that when it happens. We'll cross that road when it comes. But there's also, I haven't thrown the book out completely on 145. Okay. So if we can make it happen, we could. There's also a possibility to look at going back down and making a title run there.
Very interesting. So, of course, the goal here is to get another big performance and then go into that contract fight or hopefully get a new one before then. What does an ideal performance look for you?
Finish. Without a doubt. I want to go out there and I want to get a finish. I want to make a statement. I want people to know I'm head and shoulders above this guy, that I'm ready to take this step up in competition and fight these guys that Because people, at this point, people know me. They know Violent Bob Ross. They know who I am. And there's no denying that. So it's I'm ready to go in there and start fighting these big name guys, these guys where we're fighting on the co-mains of cards, maybe even the main event of fight nights, and every fight's a main event or a main card fight. Every fight's a big fight. I'm ready for that. I want to show everybody I'm ready for that, and I'm head and shoulders above the prospects now.